Greetings, fellow Taoists, and welcome to the Tao discussion platform of 1991 Review, a place where we interpret the threads of karma and discuss the extraordinary figures of the myriad cultivation realms. When speaking of those who sow inner demons and leave behind unforgettable resentment in the chronicles of A Record of a Mortal's Journey to Immortality, the name Wang is surely a specter that cannot be overlooked. And who is it that old Devil Han holds the deepest, most bone-deep hatred for? It is, without a doubt, none other than Wang. He was a third-generation young master of the Ghost Spirit sect, a great demonic sect whose might shook the heavenly South region, renowned for his ruthless methods, profound schemes, and an ambition that sought to swallow the heavens and earth. Wang Chan's innate talent was exceedingly rare. He was born with a dark spirit root, considered the most supreme aptitude for cultivating demonic arts. For this reason, he was nurtured with the sect's full resources from a young age, receiving the true transmission of the Blood Spirit Grand technique, becoming a crucial chess piece in the Ghost Spirit sect's grand plan to invade the state of Yu. From a very first appearance in the world, Wang carried the arrogant bearing of a young master, his true face concealed behind a mask, his body shrouded in a chilling cold and a soaring evil aura. Before the demonic path launched its invasion, he led his trusted followers participate in a treasure-seizing assembly at the Yen clan, using the opportunity to propose marriage to Yen Ruyan, the beloved daughter of the Yen clan's old ancestor. As the Yen clan had already betrayed the seven great sects and submitted to the demonic path, the marriage proceeded smoothly. Wang immediately set up a grand formation, unleashed the Blood Spirit Grand technique, and performed a blood sacrifice on countless righteous cultivators in attendance, creating a river of blood and azure as hell. The seven great sects suffered a grievous blow to their vitality. It was amidst this chaos that his killing intent locked onto Han Li. If not for the Azure Essence Pearl's poison mist that Han Li threw, it is feared Han Li's body would have perished and his Tao vanished on the spot. From this moment, the karma between the two was set, and a blood feud where they could not live under the same sky was officially sown. When the all-out war of invasion erupted, Wang repeatedly led the hunt for righteous cultivators. He once joined forces with Tian Buke and Dong Xin'er to besiege Nangongwan, but fate's design was disrupted by Han Li. Later, when Han Li's magic power was mostly drained by Nangongwan, he encountered Wang in a weakened state and was nearly killed, his soul almost scattered to the winds. Only by relying on an ancient teleportation formation did Han Li manage to escape to the chaotic star seas, a fact that caused Wang Chan's resentment to soar to heavens, making him cough up blood and fury. For Han Li, the memory of being hunted became an inner demon. For Wang how did a minor cultivator from the past become the haunting shadow of his destiny? From then on, Han Li became the person he resented most, a thorn in his side that he had to remove. But with Han Li's disappearance, his days in the heavenly South region became carefree once more. However, the wheel of fate turns, and when Han Li returned, Wang Chan's good days came to an end. Nearly 200 years later, Han Li not only returned to the heavenly South, but had also successfully condensed a nascent soul, becoming an old ancestor whose might shook the region. Meanwhile, Wang remained a core formation cultivator, about to face his calamitous, fated connection. The status and identity of the two had been completely reversed. When Han Li reappeared at a trade meet in the heavenly South, he and Wang crossed paths once again. Wang at that time was still a peak core formation cultivator with an extraordinary air, but the Han Li facing him possessed an aura as deep as the ocean, that of a nascent soul old ancestor. In that moment, Wang was stunned upon recognizing Han Li. His face turned ashen pale, filled with a mixture of shock and utter terror. He couldn't believe that the enemy whose cultivation was once far beneath his own had now become an existence he could only look up to. As for Han Li, upon seeing this old acquaintance, he paused for a moment before the corners of his mouth curled into a sarcastic smile, and killing intent immediately surged in his heart. "This man hunted me relentlessly back then," Han Li muttered to himself. "If I do not exterminate Wang how could I be worthy of the name Old Devil Han?" Wang Chan's second uncle, Wang Tiangu, standing beside him, sensed a dangerous situation. He, too, was an early nascent soul cultivator and immediately felt the threat. This old fox promptly adopted a conciliatory tone, cupping his hands in respect. "For my sake, please do not lower yourself to the level of a junior." Han Li smiled, acting as if it were a trivial matter not worth his attention. That was his outward appearance, but inwardly he was sneering coldly. This young master of the Ghost Spirit sect had nearly taken his life on multiple occasions, forcing him to wander far from home. How could such a few be easily forgotten? If not for the presence of too many nascent soul monsters, Han Li would have certainly sent Wang Chan to the Yellow Springs, the underworld. That very day, Han Li's opportunity for revenge came swiftly at the tomb of an ancient cultivator. During an expedition organized by Marquis Nanlong, Wang Chan was also part of the group. Little did he know that this journey would not only lead to his sect's ruin, but that he himself would pay a terrible price for a single sentence from Han Li. Inside the cultivator's dwelling, Wang Qiangu conspired with another elder to ambush Marquis Nanlong and seize the treasures. The team instantly fell apart, and a chaotic battle broke out. Wang Qiangu used the opportunity to try and eliminate Han Li, ordering his nephew and Yan Ruyan to hold him down. Hearing this, Wang Chan laughed aloud, his eyes gleaming with satisfaction, thinking his chance of revenge had finally arrived. He rejoiced inwardly. Han Li, this day next year will be your death anniversary. But he had no idea that Han Li was no longer the prey he once was. How could Han Li let such a golden opportunity slip by? Instantly, he seized the perfect moment and unleashed a vicious devil slash. With a tragic scream, Wang Chan didn't even have time to react. Both of his legs were severed, and he was grievously injured on the spot. Han Li intended to press forward and deliver the finishing blow, but Wang Qiangu desperately blocked his path. Facing a siege, Han Li had to retreat with Marquis Nanlong. Although he didn't take Wang Chan's life, that single strike severed his path to the nascent soul realm, and with it, Han Li had settled the old score. Unwilling to accept his fate, Wang Chan entered the fallen Devil Valley in search of a fateful opportunity. Yet, fate played a cruel joke, and he once again confronted Han Li. If the previous encounter was a blow to his body, the battle in the fallen Devil Valley was the final death knell for his destiny. There, the entire nascent soul echelon of the Ghost Spirit sect, including his father and second uncle, were all annihilated by the ancient devil. The Ghost Spirit sect, once a mighty demonic power, collapsed overnight, becoming a juicy piece of meat for other sects to carve up. With the Wang clan left without a nascent soul expert, and Wang Chan himself crippled and unable to advance, Yan Ruyan successfully broke through. Power in the Ghost Spirit sect shifted to the Yan clan. Facing the threat of annihilation, Yan Ruyan made a difficult decision: to seek help from Han Li, now the strongest cultivator in the heavenly south. During their negotiations, Yan Ruyan offered countless rare treasures. Han Li agreed after consideration, but proposed a condition that seemed simple yet was incredibly cruel. I do not care about the others in the Wang clan, but as for Wang Chan, I hope to never see him again. Do you understand my meaning? For the future of the sect and the interests of our clan, Yan Ruyan finally chose Wang Chan. The man who once dreamed of killing Han Li with his own hands did not die by his enemy's divine abilities. Instead, he became a sacrificial offering for his own sect. His life ended by the person he loved most. The once infinitely glorious young master of the demonic path met such a desolate end. To die at the hands of the one he loved was, perhaps, a form of release for him. The cycle of karma is true. Retribution is never wrong. Our discussion shall pause here for now. Thank you, fellow Taoists, for listening. I hope you will leave a few words of commentary, so we may discuss the Tao together. 1991 Review takes its leave and hopes to meet you all again in another discussion of the Tao.